Morning Power Up Call. Again, we're here together. We're joined together. We're going to talk about some important stuff. As you can tell, I'm feeling the Genghis Khan energy today. We're going to be talking about lessons from Genghis that have helped me improve my life and be more successful as a man, and things that I think will inspire any man who's got that fire in his blood for more, that fire in his blood to achieve something great in this life. So we're going to be talking about an interesting episode, of often quoted line from Genghis Khan. This is actually quoted in Conan the Barbarian. They stole this line because it was so powerful. This is one of the most famous things that Genghis Khan has ever said. And it illustrates the key difference between him and every other man who's lived on this planet, well, at least almost every other man who's lived on the planet. A key shift in his mindset, a key shift in what his perspective was. And it's something that's going to help you. If you can adopt this shift, you can start to achieve things that most are going to imagine impossible. This is what separates the winners from the losers in the world. So I'm going to be reading actually really quickly from an autobiography. I wish it was an autobiography, a biography of Genghis Khan by Harold Lamb. I quite like it. Now this comes in the point in time after Genghis Khan had conquered China. He conquered all of China, right? A Mongolian barbarian conquers one of the most greatest empires, the greatest civilizations of all time, destroys them, right? And he's afterwards, is in between his next, before his next giant conquest he's about to do. And he's in his pavilion, and he asks the Mongol guard that he's with, he asks them, what in all the world could bring the most happiness? And his guys thought about it for a second. They thought about it. And, the main guy, one guy said, I think I know what it is. He's like, I'm going to read the actual quote. He said, the open steppe, a clear day, and a swift horse under you, responded. Yeah, so the one officer said, and a falcon on your wrist to start a pair. So just a nice, beautiful day, go hunting, nice, relaxing, beautiful, wonderful day. That's the peak human experience. That's what's going to bring the most happiness in life. And there's something true to that. I mean, adventure is fun. Hunting is fun. I quite enjoy it. But that's what he's saying is going to bring the most happiness. Genghis Khan's response reveals the truth, though. He says, nay, to crush your enemies, to see them fall at your feet, to take their horses and goods and hear the lamentation of their women, that is best. Now, obviously, in today's day and age, we don't go out like conquering. We don't like run around with like swords on the steppe, conquering like China, Cathay. We don't do this, right? This isn't the world that we live in. The game is different now than it was for him. However, there's a difference. Like if you compare and contrast Genghis Khan's answer with the answer of the guy, and I've mentioned this before on a previous call, but I want to go in depth on it today. There's a difference between seeking comfort in life as your ultimate goal and seeking success and conquest. Now, again, we're not conquering other countries. We're not conquering people. Outside of like the ring and chess, you're not really like competing against other people or like actually fighting them. And then especially, the ring is real violence. Chess is obviously not. But for the most part in life, your true happiness comes from achievement. It comes from like overcoming and conquering goals. Now, most of you have lived your life, and most people, right, 99.9% of people grow up in a world where everybody around them is optimizing their life for comfort. Work, consume, die. That's the cycle that everyone goes through. And they work so that they can relax. When in reality, the top performers, the top Gs, the top conquerors of the world, they don't live for comfort. Sure, they enjoy the luxury that they've earned, but they live for conquest. They live to move forward and to achieve the next thing, to unlock the next goal. Most of you guys have this fire inside of you, and it has been thwarted and trapped and corrupted by playing video games. You like to play video games because it's a little version of conquering, right? You're moving through, you're trying to solve difficult goals. It's hard. You're trying to unlock certain levels. You're trying to level up. They've taken that base desire for conquest and they've bastardized it, and they've stolen it and warped it into something that steals your time and energy and makes them money, right? Which is what it is, right? That's why video games are fun. That's why they're effective. But it's a trap. It's a trap to take that natural conquering like desire that you have and just turn it into cash for a movie game, like a video game production company. Again, I'm not criticizing them so much as you have to look at yourself and say, do I want to go conquer in a little virtual realm, or do I want to conquer in real life? Do I want to unlock this level here, or do I want to do that in my bank account? I recommend you guys look at your own life and find ways that you can conquer. Conquering is what brings true happiness. It is what is best in life. There's nothing that feels better at all in this entire world than overcoming a difficult challenge and winning. There's nothing that feels better. Conquest is the best. When you compete against others, that's almost better. But in the meantime, the next best thing you can do is set goals and achieve those goals. 25-meter targets, right? I mean, you've got the giant goal making, millions and millions as a copywriter, but you can set a 25-meter goal of, I want to learn how to create extremely high converting headlines on command, like ones that disrupt entire industries. And you can set that as your 25-meter goal, and you can work at it. And then once you actually achieve it, you get a little feeling of conquest. I did that. And that feels better than any level of comfort. That feels better. I would say, okay, I want to land my first client. That's your 25-meter goal. Boom, 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 boom. When you actually do it, my friends, that shifts everything. You win. You've conquered. You've expanded your territory. My friends, on this important power call, I want you to keep this in mind. Look at your life. Look where you've fallen for the work, consume, die, the live for comfort. We've optimized for that. Shift that, and instead focus on conquest. Because conquest, winning, defeating goals, knocking down item after item on your to-do list, like destroying your 25-meter target, winning and defeating your lesser self, over unlocking new levels in your own life. That's where it's at. That's where true and enduring masculine happiness can be found. That's where fulfillment comes, for me at least. And that's been the force I've sought to make the driving force for my days. And it's shifted everything. Now working is no longer a chore. It is part of conquest. And for me, conquest is the biggest driver. So guys, review your life. Shift from the work, consume, die to the conquest model. Find things you can conquer and then go conquer them, and watch your life completely shift. Watch the testosterone come back, watch the fun come back, and watch yourself make a lot of money and progress much faster than you possibly could if you're just trying to work, consume, and die. So guys, keep this in mind. Let's go out. Let's get it.